Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Coming at you live from Phoenix, Arizona. Talking about The Wire, episode 10, The Cost.
August 11th, 2002.
August 11th was the original air date. Before we get into it, I feel like this was the best episode yet. Obviously, I would hope that they progress and get better as they go, but
I mean,
really,
sorta.
really liked this episode a lot. That was a good episode.
This is Talking TV with Nick and Josh.
We'll get there.
Okay.
No, but I did forget about that.
Well, because I said August.
No, yeah.
I
it's all good.
Fucked you up.
Oh, yeah, you fucked up.
I mean,
We'll just stop recording and start it all over again.
No, fuck that.
No. So, yeah, this is Talking TV with Nick and Josh, and I'm Josh.
And I'm Nick.
That's right. And we're going to just dive right into it. We've got Bubbles sitting on a bench, looking pretty clean.
Yeah, it's new clothes on.
Yeah, he's got like a little dress shirt looking thing.
Enjoying like the fresh air.
Just what I wrote down from this opening scene was that he is just looking around and seeing the little things that he doesn't and hasn't seen in God knows how many years since he's just been on drugs.
Yeah.
Like the kids are playing with bubbles. He looks at the trees.
No pun intended.
Right.
Yeah.
He looks at
There's no kids like jerking them off.
Okay. He looks at the trees and he's like, it's just, I feel like he was like, wow, like,
yeah,
fuck, I miss all this. Like,
I put
there's
it just
so
like
much.
enjoying life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It was a quick opening scene, too. Like, I feel like it was way shorter than what they typically are.
Oh, I don't.
No?
Maybe,
I don't know. Maybe. That's just the way I interpreted it. But I don't know. I feel like last night when I was taking notes, I feel like it went by really quick. Like,
I like though how then it pans away and then all of a sudden you see drug dealers and shit. No, he's already.
No, yeah, obviously he's going to be tempted no matter what.
Then all of a sudden, yeah, they're, hey, Bubs.
Well, I mean, and it's weird, and we'll touch on it later.
Is he still called Bubs if he gets clean, or does he go by his real name?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? So the guy walks by, hey, Bubs, it's like, bam, he's back into it.
Yeah, it's got to be hard.
Yeah,
it's got to be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then the quote is, and then they drop the bracelets from Greg's.
Yep. Good old Kima.
Yeah.
Good old Kima.
So let's see. We're at Orlando's. You got Avon, Weebay, and Stringer.
Yep.
Talking about Omar.
Yeah. Weebay apologizes for leaving Avon alone. Says you should have never never done that.
I totally thought of you.
Why?
Because you're like, you shouldn't leave him there.
Well, I mean, he's the muscle.
He's the muscle, but he's also the food getter.
I guess so. I mean, fuck, if I would have told fucking Orlando go get my ass some food. Especially after finding out what we find out in this episode.
Yeah.
Dipshit. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. But, yeah, and then you kind of get Avon...
Agrees to Stringer.
Yeah, and says, let's let this shit cool off. Let's call a truce. Put that out there. Put it in the streets.
So they tell Weebay to put it in the streets. I like how they do that. Get that out there.
Yeah.
Get that out there. What is he?
Must be nice. Just
he's like got a telegram.
Yeah. Alert the press.
Yeah, and I kind of put, like, because at the end, I mean, there's still more, but, like, they're, like, they kind of...
They do the dap.
Yeah, and they're, like, they're homies.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Well, and then...
Because they were kind of starting to, like, have...
Drift.
Not drift, necessarily.
A little rift.
Yeah, there was a little something there.
There was some dissension going on, for sure.
It's all in Avon's looks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Stringer had any dissension.
No. But, and then... because he's talking about how the cops are on him, and Stringer says, he's like, you're not going to make a phone call, you're not going to be, and he takes his pager.
We're going to build a wall.
And he says, he says something about we're going to get you, like, a New York, some kind of number or something.
Supply That's where they get their drugs.
Okay.
In New York.
And that's all he's going to get. And then he said, he's like, if anybody wants to talk to you, they can talk to me.
Yep.
So, Stringer has a plan.
And
Avon, I guess, is willing to go with it. So,
well, he better.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, he's like, okay, cool, like, I get it now. Yes.
He also said when they were following him, the cops were following you, and that's what they got him into that. He's like, yeah, there was 2 cars. So apparently he didn't
Yeah,
know there
he
was
didn't-
3. He
yeah.
didn't know there was 3 cars.
I
Yeah.
caught that too. And then he said he was going to take him to the barbershop.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
And-
He's like, I was going to go get
Well,
a haircut.
and then
And then she was like, a fade?
Yeah.
Do a fade? I thought it was kind of gay.
That was a joke.
I know, but it was kind of gay too at the same time. I was like, wow, that's a fucking dumb question. You see this guy every day. I think you know what kind of haircut he gets.
You made me lose my train of thought. I don't know where I was going with that. I was going somewhere, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, no idea.
Okay.
So we'll just go to the judge's office.
All right. Yeah. We're with Phelan. He's basically what I took. He's getting pissed. The case taking so long. They fucking get another 30 days for another phone.
Different phone there, and then there for the affidavits. Perlman and McNulty. I don't think he's pissed about the another 30 days.
He's pissed about the re-election.
Yeah.
Not getting on the ticket.
He could give a fuck about the 30 days.
But
Yeah.
he's taking it out on McNulty.
Yeah,
Or at least
a little bit.
relieving some anger or frustration, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever you want to
And,
call it.
and Multi. And Multi.
Multi.
Who the fuck
I
is
call what
Multi?
I call it? I call it McDaniels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Multi and McDaniels.
Ugh.
McNulty doesn't know why he's pissy until they leave,
Right.
and then Perlman.
And did you
explains-
catch like Perlman was like had her hand on his back as they're like walking out, like as they're walking out of the
No,
court?
I didn't catch
Yeah,
that.
she's like got her hand like on the top of his back. I thought I was like,
No, it's better than
what the fuck is that?
the bottom of his front, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, grab the cock all you want. At least that's what I say.
Yeah, I've heard you say that many times. And
Mhm.
I'm like,
That's like
dude,
my catchphrase.
I'm like, dude, we're playing Xbox. Relax.
Yeah, that's my like Twitter handle bio.
Oh,
Grab the cock anytime you want.
That's nice.
Next scene really
night-
threw me off.
Well, first, yeah, okay. So he's left off the fundraiser thing for the
Yeah,
ballot
because he's taken on. He did the final 2 years for some judge. I'm assuming that passed away or couldn't do
Probably.
it anymore.
Yeah, probably.
So he was only guaranteed 2 years.
So he has to be. He's up. So they're not.
He's not on the
getting-
re-election ticket,
which hints to a big conspiracy.
right?
I mean, that's someone's pulling some weight.
But are they? See, I don't know how that works.
Yes. I mean,
Because if he only served 2 out of a 15-year term, I mean,
well, yeah, but like judges are like he's not even on the. He's
he has to run as like a new person, like a new.
Yeah.
Can't think of the fucking word right now. Like he has to run as a
As a judge, I don't know what you're saying.
there's a word for it.
Candidate?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as a new candidate, like he doesn't get a shoe in.
Well, they always
Whoops.
they always run in as a candidate, but like he's not getting supported by the people that
Right.
he runs with.
He's basically
he's a Democrat or Republican, whatever
Yeah.
the fuck he is. He's not getting their support because he's in this shit.
Right.
Right. Well,
No, just he's dumb.
So then now we're on to D.
Yeah. This really threw me off too. I was like, what the fuck? Like
Why did I throw you off?
because you don't see her and the kids like ever, and now all of a sudden like
Well, he's going back to him
no,
because
I
Sardine
know,
lied.
but did he really go back to him? Because they're at his house. I mean, and it just kind of threw me off because I was like, what the fuck? Like, what? It made me question if like he asked them to come back, or if they're just like trying to keep a love interest in his life
No, I
for the
just
show.
I just think they never left. They just haven't shown them.
Yeah, okay. But I mean, basically, she's just rattling on what she needs.
Yeah, I put D's listening to his girl just talk and talk.
Yeah, I just put
She wants a
needy,
lot
needy,
of-
needy, needy.
She wants a lot of shit, and so then he just leaves.
Yeah, he just walked out. Like, boom. See you later.
He gets that toy truck out of the fucking refrigerator, puts the orange juice on his head because he had a headache, and left.
Well, I think when he pulled that little truck out of the fucking thing, he realized I'm fucked.
You know what I was thinking? Okay, he gets in too deep with drug dealers. Now he's getting too deep. Like, fucking where is he comfortable?
Right.
With just Sardine? Sardine!
I guess.
I mean, give me a break.
he
Like,
loves the stripper.
yeah, whatever.
He's in love with the stripper.
That was...
That was good.
Talk about gay.
That was good.
Alright, now it's the basement.
Yes.
McNulty, Lester, Carver.
A lot of motherfuckers down here, yeah.
Sidner.
I have to abbreviate their names.
They're listening to the wire. It's the main stash house.
Yep.
And Lester's the one who figured out, like, the situation.
Put everything together, yeah.
Like, from the phone numbers and when they call and who's calling. He gives it to Carver. Carver doesn't know what the fuck he's looking at.
Right.
And then Sidner kind of got it right away. I mean, I think we've established at this point in time that Sidner is a better cop than Carver.
Yeah, I like Sidner. I think he's
yeah.
awesome.
You know what I noticed this whole episode? I don't mind Carver when he's not with her.
Yeah, right?
You know, because he's funny and he's, you know, but Herc just annoys the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I think
it's
just like when you get those two together, they just cause trouble.
Yeah.
They just feed off each other.
Well, and
being jackasses.
some people act like people that they hang around with, and
Right.
like, that's the way Carver kind of fucking does that to me. Yeah, Herc's out. I forget why they said he's out.
Some kind of training, on the job training. I think it was
something.
7 days on job training.
So basically, they're going to have to stay on the stash house for 12 hours a day on the payphone by the stash house.
Yeah, because Herc's out, so they got to pull 12-hour shifts.
Yep.
Which
Yes.
I'm sure it would be boring as fuck,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it might be kind of cool.
I think it'd only be cool for a second.
That's what I mean.
Like you're in the back of a van eating Cheetos.
I know.
You know.
I know.
And you got to take a shit. Then what do?
Poop in a bucket.
I'm not pooping in a bucket in a van. Maybe outside the van.
And then you get to smell that shit for
My shit don't stink.
10 more hours.
Why would I poop 2 hours in? I can hold it for longer than 2 hours.
Well, fuck. Maybe you had some bad food or something.
Cheetos don't make you poop. So, as they're figuring this out, Kima walks in, asks McNulty if she's heard from Omar, and she says she's going to get in touch with him, and McNulty said he's going to go see Wallace.
Yeah.
Because he heard on the wire that he was feeling bad about the murders.
Mm-hmm.
So then they got Orlando in the next scene pulling up. Now, I wrote down Caddy, but I found out later it's a Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
It was
Big research here.
It was well, it was just when they put the
No, I know,
DVD
I just-
out, they said Green Lincoln Town Car. I thought it was a Caddy. I didn't pay that much attention.
Orlando's car?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought you were talking about Nico's car.
No.
Okay.
So he meets for his buy. He gets in the car, tells the dude he wants 4 ounces, which when he said that, I was like, geez, 4 ounces? Like, that's not even, like a Red Bull's 8.
Yeah, but it's cocaine.
Yeah, I wasn't comparing cocaine to Red Bull. I meant 4 ounces is small.
I know, and that, well, because that's what he explained. He said it like, he goes, I know, give me 4 now. He goes, if it goes good, then I'll get more later. So I think that
when it goes good,
yeah, and I feel like when he had agreed to buy more, and then when he got there, or
he didn't
was
have
like,
that money.
oh shit, fuck, only give me 4 ounces.
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
And you can tell he has no idea what the fuck he's doing.
Absolutely.
Like, he's just like a fucking deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
Jacking off.
Yeah, he said, and...
I like Parkham. I kind of wish he was in it a little more.
You alright over there?
Yeah, I was having a little headphone difficulty. Headphone difficulty.
We should test all that shit out before we hit record.
It was too loose on my head.
That's hard to believe.
I know. Believe it or not, there's some extra room if they put these on full blast.
So he tells him he's gonna buy more next time. So like he gives him the money, he hands him the shit. And as he starts unwrapping it, like whoever's in the back seat and the driver start laughing. Cut scene.
Right. I want to know what the fuck was in that bag. I mean, obviously we can guess, but I want to know what was in that bag. Obviously,
not drugs.
Right, not cocaine.
Yeah. So now we're at the pitch. You got McNulty looking for Wallace.
Yep.
He's going through like the juices.
Just going through the little project house or whatever.
Juice box out of the fridge. There's a Godzilla toy on the side. I saw that. I was like, reminded me of Happy Gilmore. There's a Godzilla toy on the side where somewhere is, and then he sees the power line.
Right. He looks at it. He's like, he didn't say. I don't think he says anything at that point, but yeah, I wrote down he notices the electricity is being ran to the house.
Yeah. So then it goes back to Bubs sitting. Was he in a park?
I don't know, but he's on this bench the entire fucking episode.
Yeah.
He does not move from this bench. He's on the bench the entire fucking
He actually
episode.
does move from the bench.
Well, but, I mean, that's where he's at if anyone comes to talk to him.
Yeah.
Or if they show him. Until the very end, and then
Well-
he starts walking away. But
Yeah.
I was like, wow, what the fuck? Why?
So Waylon's talking to Bubs. I mean,
Yes.
he's getting part of his story. So it is his sister that he got the key from, which we were pretty sure of. We weren't positive. His mom's dead. He doesn't know where his dad is.
Right?
He's got a son named Keyshawn.
Bubs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waylon has AIDS. He
Think
tells
he could
him
have been
that.
Keyshawn Johnson?
I thought about it. I don't think the time frame's correct.
Yeah. Doesn't add up.
No.
That'd been cool.
Yeah, he played for the Ravens, though, not the Jets.
Rich drug addict.
Waylon tells him he's got the bug,
She's had it since 94.
which is, that's interesting.
Is that AIDS?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's not the flu.
Obviously.
Um,
I assumed it was that. And then he gave it to his girl.
yeah, but not
And
his
not
kid.
not the kid. The kid didn't get it.
Yeah, which that seems pretty remarkable.
I don't know much about it. I've heard of cases where it just somehow miraculously does not transfer to the kid. I don't know how that's possible,
Yeah,
being that the baby grows inside of the woman for 9 months.
right.
I mean, I guess it is in an embryonic sac or whatever. Ambiotic. Is it ambiotic?
No.
I think it's an ambiotic sac.
Yeah,
Embryotic is like an embryo.
which is what it is.
I don't fucking know.
So,
Don't judge me.
So why do you go
I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay.
Jesus.
And basically,
He says, getting clean's easy, now comes life.
yeah, and he says you got to forgive yourself. Like,
Right.
everyone else can forgive you.
Right, but it doesn't matter until you forgive yourself.
Yeah.
And that's when shit'll get real.
Yeah. So now we're back to like Wallace's house, and McNulty has like two. What do they call them? Like patrol officers, I guess.
Yeah, just two cops. I just put cops.
Yeah. So did I, because I couldn't think of patrol officer at the time. He wants them to wait for Wallace. They get a little pissy, but then he bribes them with crab cakes and Heineken.
Yeah, Dutch beers.
Heineken, yeah.
Yeah, I said I put McNulty is a smart man.
Yeah, they were all for it. And they're like, "What? Why are you after this guy?" He's like, and then
You know, that's one thing I've never had is a crab cake.
I've never had a crab cake. I'm good though. I don't need a crab cake.
I mean, I don't need to try one. I mean, maybe if I went to Baltimore, I might
Yeah,
try one.
Maybe, yeah.
Just because I'm sure it's fresh, because you got your little ocean or whatever right there, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never had a crab cake. I
Me?
don't even know what a crab cake consists of, other than crab.
And cake? No, I don't.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never had one either.
It's a birthday cake and crab. Yum.
Gross.
Yeah, I'm not a Heineken fan either.
Heineken's alright,
Yeah,
but you don't like beer.
not too big of a beer guy now.
Yeah, so I mean, why would
And then
you-
Kima pages McNulty before the scene ends, right?
yeah, she pages him, and then they ask why he's looking for Wallace, and he said he strolled into my world,
Yeah,
which is kind
so
of
pretty cocky.
and pretty true.
Yeah,
You know,
but cocky at the same time.
So now we're at Orlando's. Dee's waiting for Charlene to get to work,
Yep,
and she just refuses to talk to him and says she's got to go to work and goes in.
just walks right by him, basically.
Now, Dee wasn't even in the last episode, was he?
I can't remember.
What are you going to go look? I don't think he is.
I mean, I'm just a quick little breeze through.
The funny thing is, I can remember when The Wire was on HBO and I was watching The Sopranos, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Part of the reason I didn't watch The Wire at the time, because I thought it was a show about...
He was in the last one.
He was?
Yeah. Chardine left his ass.
Oh, he's in that one scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch The Wire because I thought he was the main character. And I'm like, I don't want to see a show about the field goal kicker from fucking
Yeah,
Waterboy. Like, what do I care? So, like, that was part of the reason I didn't watch it. Which is funny because, like, I don't mind him as an actor.
Right.
I just didn't think he could hold up a show, but I was completely wrong.
Yeah.
I wasn't into as much television as I am now, so it's a little different.
Right.
But
Understandable.
so and then,
I thought it was interesting, like, he kicked over a stool outside. Was that? You think that's where like the bouncer sits?
Probably.
But it was the middle of the day. I mean, I guess you still have a bouncer.
I don't think anyone's going to steal anything from Orlando's.
I was just like, wow, like tough guy here, kicking over a stool.
I saw him do that. I saw him.
It just kind of like, I was like, there's the chicken.
I saw it do it. I didn't even think about it. It didn't even occur to me.
I don't know why. Just kinda, little things like that catch my attention,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we got Omar, somewhere they met him.
Yeah. In front of some house or something.
Keelan and McNulty are talking to him. And he basically tells him he almost got Avon the night before.
Yeah.
Which surprised the fuck out of me, even though I've seen this before. I was like, I don't remember him saying that. I thought he was doing that on the down low. Because, like, McNulty's like, how close did you get? And it was almost like McNulty was rooting for him.
Like, I wish you would have, so this shit could have just ended.
Yeah. I
wish you would have, too.
And then Kimo was kind of like...
She seemed a little irritated.
She was chastising him more like a teacher.
Well, because she's like, you said you were going to lay low.
Yeah. Yeah.
We told you to lay low.
It's just like...
And you're out here trying to kill Avon fucking Barksdale.
And McNulty just likes Omar.
He definitely does.
Yeah.
Definitely does.
And then he tells them that they want a truce, but he helps.
Wants to have a parlay with...
A parlay?
Yeah. Oh. They're going to parlay with Prop Joe. That's what he says. But he thinks that they're trying to play him.
Yeah, which they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he... I didn't remember him bringing up Prop Joe. That's what threw me off.
I don't think he said Prop Joe, but I think he said... I'm pretty sure he said something about a parlay. I could be mistaken.
Oh, yeah, okay.
At some point in this episode, he does say a parlay.
See, when you say parlay, I'm thinking like, all right, I'm going to bet this one and this one and this one. So, and then he asks help because he's got a gunshot. He asks for help.
Right.
He thinks if he goes to the ER, which
he
is
says
proof,
Avon's henchman will be set up in the parking lot waiting for me.
Which is basically proof that he doesn't believe in the truth.
Right.
You know? So now...
And I bet you that some fucking his shoulder hurts.
Yeah, I bet it hurts to get shot.
I mean, I've never gotten shot, never been shot. Hope to God I never get shot.
But if you do get shot, a shoulder's not the worst place.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather get shot somewhere where I'm not going to die.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Rather than, like, my head.
You might not die if you get shot in the head.
This is true.
It's a ding!
Clunk. Sir, you have the thickest skull in the world.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, the human head weighs 8 pounds, mine weighs 24.
You don't hear me arguing.
I'm not denying it. I wear a size 8 head.
Wow. Hat?
Yeah. I have a size 8 head. Not I wear a size 8 head.
Like, if you're wearing heads, you're like size of
totally
lion.
scared the fucking ball sack out of me.
Oh, my God.
Thought Avon was walking up in this motherfucker trying to pop our ass.
It's funny because you're always like, I wouldn't take that shit. Someone just walks in and you just shit your pants.
It was the bark that got me. The bark. It's just like, oh.
Yeah, I got you. It scared me too.
And then
I didn't start talking about heads. Though.
You can hear the like a scary movie. Something's creeping up in the house. That's funny.
All right, so now we go to jail.
Yes, Orlando has been arrested.
Got busted. There was a setup. There was the state police.
And he's a fucking idiot.
He is a fucking idiot.
Because he's talking about flipping on Avon.
Right away.
Like,
bang.
Wow, okay.
Like, wait, I work for Avon Barksdale.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they don't know who the fuck Avon Barksdale
right.
is.
I mean, these cats don't.
Yeah, because they don't do that shit.
Right. Which, I wish those guys were kind of like... I like those.
They're all right. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't...
Okay. No, not this scene. Next one with them. I'll talk about it.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I was like, wow.
He said he's going to check the...
Been taking care of... he's been taking care of them for... God knows how long.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so, yeah, just fucking dumb on his part.
So, yeah. And, I mean, on many levels.
Right. I mean, it's not like he really does much. He just runs the fucking club. And he has to keep a clean name.
Yep. And he can't do that.
Greed.
So he said he's going to run the names, and then...
Right.
like the little penis he is, he goes, well, what's going to happen to me? Why? And he goes, city jail, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So now it shows the stash house.
Well, we're at Mondo Mart, right?
Mondo Mart.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not the stash house. It's the payphone for the stash house. In front of a Mondo Mart.
Carver and Sid.
Carver's there getting ready. Sidner's going to relieve him.
Right, and he goes, damn, you trifling. You got the cheese puffs and the ring dings?
Yeah.
That show was hilarious.
He gets out. You know what was funny,
He's
too?
like, yeah.
When he gets out, he's like straightening his back and his foot's asleep. And like, and you're like, that could be fun.
I mean, like I said, it sounds like it'll be fun, and it might be fun for a minute, but I'm sure it'd get old.
It doesn't sound fun.
But I would love to just sit there and watch something and just eat fucking junk food.
Wow, you don't ask for much, do you?
No.
You're like, I'm good.
I mean, I might want some like hot food too, you know.
Well, there's a Mondo Mart right there. You can go in and like eat
Yeah.
up a hot dog.
Well, and then too, you kind of have to dress like a bum, you know. You don't get a shower.
I don't see a problem with this.
You don't?
No,
I like showering. I can't stand going a day without taking a shower.
Well, you're only there 12 hours. You're not there 24 hours.
I guess.
I mean, I don't.
I guess, yeah. And then what do they have, like a hotel room over there or something?
They probably just go home. They're in Baltimore.
But it was way out though. They said.
Yeah, but that's like being like if they're downtown, they'd be like it.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, and fucking Phoenix is spread out more than anything.
True that.
But yeah, so this Sidner's the relief.
Yep.
So then it goes to the basement. The little man uses the payphone. Santangelo calls Lester, who calls Sidner.
Tells them to be ready.
Yeah. And now we're in homicide.
Yes.
McNulty's asleep in the chair.
Passed the fuck out. He's got beer in his hand.
Bunk,
Who's the cop with Bunk?
Norris. So, the funny thing about him is, I knew I said his name before because he was at, he was the cop on scene of Brandon.
Okay.
So I looked up his name. So I look up his name on this episode, but there's no picture to go along with it.
Right. That pisses me off.
So then I was like, well, I'm pretty sure it's Norris. So, but then I looked it up and I googled the guy, and it's Norris. He was a real cop at one point.
Oh wow.
And he has like the #1 radio show in Baltimore at one point too.
Wow.
So, and then just once in a while would show up on The Wire. I thought that was kind of cool. Like, and then I'm just trying to find his name on the show.
Sounds like he had a good gig going.
He's a big dude too. He's as big as Bunk.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah.
Thick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bunk calls McNulty a pretty motherfucker.
Yeah. Look at this pretty motherfucker.
Yeah. So then McNulty shows him Wallace in the cell.
Yes.
Fuck you.
I was just checking it out, you know.
All right. Cool.
They should put mics on the side of these things.
They are on the side.
What?
They are on the
These
side.
mics right here? I mean, like on the side.
Side.
Yeah.
Not the side.
Not the outsides.
You're so goofy.
I know.
So where are we at?
We're still in homicide. Basically, do they show? Do they cut before they show Wallace?
No, they
Okay.
show.
That's what I thought. So basically, McNulty calls Bunk over, says, "Check this out." Shows him fucking Wallace sleeping on the.
Says he's giving up Stringer, Weebay, and Stinkum and Bird,
Yeah.
which obviously Stinkum doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But-
They don't know that, but
No, they know.
oh, do they?
Yeah, they
oh,
know.
okay.
Yeah,
Wallace doesn't know that.
and Wallace knows too. They all know.
Wallace knows that Stinkum's dead,
Yeah.
and he still wants to give him up.
Well, he's just telling them who's in the truck.
I
He's
get
telling
it.
the story.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Makes sense.
Bunk asked what he had on him, and he's like, nothing. They barely had to push him. And then he asked whose case it was, and McNulty says it's Norris's case. And I felt like McNulty said he pretty much had to drag him out of there because he was high or whatever.
Right.
But I felt like
Bunk kind of took that as a surprise. Too.
he was like using, but then and McNulty almost felt like he felt for him. Like he said, man, they laid him out right in front of his because McNulty he remembered where he was.
Right.
For everyone, he goes, it's probably stuck with him. And I felt like McNulty showed some compassion.
Oh, he definitely. I think he did for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, and then it goes back to Mondo Mart.
Yes.
Sitting there snapping pics when dude calls little man.
Mm-hmm.
No, calls him back. Tells him first thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then Lester calls Cinder and tells him to stay on him. Because that's our man.
So Sidner gets out.
Gets out, grabs a 40.
Yep.
Empty 40.
And just starts following
And
him.
just follows him, yeah. So that now we go to city jail, I guess.
Yep, it is city jail.
Your boy Wiggins brings Orlando to the city jail. He looks like LL Cool J.
You think?
He had the freaking hat on.
I know, that's what I put down here. I said those cops were like hella swagged up
Yeah, he looked like LL
in
back
their
then.
in their outfits. I was like, Jesus.
He was all light blue. I thought he was going to start singing Mama Said Knock You Out.
I was like, wow, these cops are fucking. Oh,
Well, they're undercover, though.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
Not like they're undercover in the jail, but
Right.
I mean, they're not
Right.
they're not going out in suits and shit.
Right, and
Uh,
I feel like they made some pretty good undercover cops.
So as they're booking him, or whatever they're doing, we get to see Marvin Browning again.
Yeah, I was wondering who that was. I wrote down some old guy makes call.
Some old guy makes call.
I looked him up. He's not in the thing.
He's in the thing. He just doesn't have a picture.
Oh,
Do you remember him from the previous episodes?
I don't think I do.
He is the guy that they offered. Well, when the police raid the pits and like don't find anything and they arrest everybody,
Mm-hmm.
he sold to Sidner underneath a tree. And then the next episode, he's in jail. Kima says, "Hey, you got a rap sheet 7 pages long or some shit." Marvin Browning. That's the only reason I remembered it.
Okay.
And he's like, "All right, I'll take the years." Do you remember that guy?
I do now that you say that. It's
So-
funny that, I mean, he just has free access to a phone up in there.
Well, he was doing work. And yeah, you usually have. I mean, if you've got money to call.
I've never been to jail, so I don't really know how it works. I'm not saying you have either, but
No, if you have free access to it, if you got money, you can make a phone call. So it kind of just depends. At least in some places.
right. Yeah, I just found that interesting. I was like, wow. I'm like, okay, cool. I guess
So all this shit's
he's
going
like, oh, look, hey, nigga, look what I got over here. I was like, wow.
That's funny that all that happens. You're like, how's he make a phone call?
It's in jail, man.
You really don't remember. You didn't remember him from the previous.
I didn't.
I'm disappointed in you.
I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person.
Well, yeah, but I'm still disappointed in you.
Back with the re-up guy. Or are we done with that scene?
Yeah, we're done with that. I put he immediately called someone. I don't know who he called.
Yeah, we don't.
I mean, I doubt he called Avon, but he called someone.
He called someone to relay it.
Yeah. Because I mean, not only is he
Which is funny because Orlando did not even see the guy.
No, nor
And I feel like it might have changed the outcome if he did see that guy.
I don't know that it would have because he just called him Pimpin'. He might not even know the dude. But
Pimpin' ass Orlando.
Yeah. Because I mean, just like we know Orlando's a fucking pussy and a fake.
Right.
Everybody else does too. You know.
And he has bad hair.
Yes, he does.
Like, do something with it.
So they show sitting there actually finished following the guy. He goes into this house, fucking boarded cameras and
Barred up.
Barred up, like
Yeah.
it's.
I actually wrote down.
It's like Fort Knox or some shit.
I actually wrote down. The house windows are all boarded up with bars. Because I was like thinking in my head, because I was doing this and I was trying to do it quick because I wanted to watch Star Wars, and so I was like, I wrote boarded, and then I was like, fuck, it was barred up, so I just put boarded in parentheses because I couldn't think of it whenever I was doing it on the fly. So
Right. No, that happens because you're like trying to. Well, I mean, it took me a long time to watch this episode.
not me, man. I fucking flew through this mother. I feel like this was the quickest episode I've ever taken notes on. And I have 9 pages.
I don't know how that's possible. You have the most notes, and it took you the Jesus.
You
You must be a fast writing motherfucker.
I was. I was just really into this episode.
No, I was too. That's why I took so fucking
And
long.
Abby was taking a nap.
I don't know what that has to do with it.
I had the house to myself. I wasn't dealing with her watching a show and me in the other room, or
Right.
yeah, like she was asleep, so I had free range to sit on the couch in my underwear and just
Okay, it's all good. We don't need visuals.
painting a picture for you guys. You know?
Thank you. Okay, so now it's back to homicide.
Yep.
Daniels and McNulty talking to Wallace.
Mm-hmm.
We find out he's been doing this since he's 12. We already knew that he worked for Ronnie Moe before
Right.
D, but like they asked him those kind of questions. They asked him about any other murders involving D,
He says he had thought about it.
and he's like, nope.
He was always good to me.
Yep. Which isn't really.
I think
An
the
answer?
last thing though, I think what D just told him, like, go, get out, like, leave. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. I think that's why.
I think all of it though. I think that helped absolutely, but I mean, he's like he said, always been good to him.
Yeah.
He
Other than throwing.
he didn't throw.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was Bodie.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because he asked him specifically about the murder up in the apartment, and I forget the girl's name. I want to say Keisha, but everybody can't be named Keisha.
No. But I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
And
I know Keisha's wrong, but
I wrote down here. You can tell Wallace just wants to let it all out.
oh yeah, totally.
Like he's just like
Yeah.
being weighed down by the shit. Like he just wants to fucking.
And he confirmed.
And he's a little conflicted with it too. Like he knows he shouldn't say anything,
Yeah.
but for his own sanity, I feel like he has to say something.
Yeah, and he confirmed he called D that night, but he also said that D wasn't in the truck,
Right.
which they were pretty much saying.
Well, they're trying to get Omar's or Brandon's killer.
Yeah, but
Murder, right? I mean, that's what they're.
But they want to charge D too,
Right.
and then so then they leave, and then they go talk with I don't know why Bunk's there. I think
Yeah,
just because he's there.
and
Bunk,
Rhonda.
Daniels, Rhonda because she's the state's attorney.
Yeah, I guess.
So they're all talking about how he collaborate with his statements, collaborate everything with the beepers and the clone beepers, the wire, all that shit. I mean, basically they've got him.
Right.
And then McNulty gets a phone call and has to leave. They're trying to decide what they're going to do with Wallace.
Right.
They don't have money to put him up in a hotel. They don't have money to fucking hide him.
Well, Bunk was the one who suggested hotel, and McDaniels.
We wanted McNuggets. Oh shit! Yeah, Bunk suggested.
And Daniel's like,
and there's like
on whose dime?
yeah,
And then when
which just shows how fucked up it is.
right,
So he's gonna fucking put Stringer and these other two guys in jail
right.
for murder, but they can't fucking find a
Pay
place.
for- yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, and then when Bunk and McNulty walk away, Bunk got paid, or he got a call. Landsman sticks his head in and says, "You got a call."
that was for McNulty.
Right. Who did I say? Bunk. And then Bunk walks away, and then Daniels is talking to Perlman and
Asks the state's
can you run
attorney.
this up to
Yeah.
see if maybe we can do it? And she's like, "No, like there's no fucking way."
I always like she asked him, and she won't even. She's like, "No, I'm not even going
Yeah.
there." Like,
It is shitty.
so yeah. So then she.
I mean, he doesn't know any better. He doesn't know to
Yeah.
say, "Hey, if I'm going to give you this shit, you got to protect me."
Right, and so she goes, maybe find the grandma on the coast.
Yeah.
So then then they flash over to McNulty. He's like, what, 20 feet away?
Yeah, he's on the phone.
He's on the phone with, I assume, a lawyer or somebody.
I think it was Elena, his ex-wife.
No, I don't think it was.
No?
Because he said she is pulling this shit.
Oh, okay.
And then he gets off and says, I fucking need a fucking lawyer.
And Landsman just looks at Perlman.
Landsman makes a
He didn't even say any.
No, he looks
didn't
at
say
him.
one word.
He looks at him and then looks over at Perlman, and she's like, what? That
Which
was
is just fireworks.
pretty funny.
Fireworks in and of itself.
Yeah, not a good move, but Landsman doesn't know that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And McNulty.
And what other choice did McNulty have at that point?
Obviously, yeah.
I mean, it was kind of like,
fuck, let's go right now.
Last option.
Yeah. So now we're in the basement, and Lester Carver's sitting there. They're looking at pictures of the stash house and how it's definitely the stash house. Reinforcement steel and cameras everywhere. And then Lester just they ask him. I don't remember what they
Carver
asked.
says something about this is enough to get a warrant,
and he just gets up and doesn't even answer him. Lester
blows that off.
He abruptly gets up and goes to talk to
Prez at the board,
who's
the
doing all that shit.
Cork board.
Yeah, pretty cool. And he's lining up
Got
everything.
the little pieces of yarn wrapped around him.
He's telling him he has a gift for the paper trail.
Yes.
And then he says, "Be ready tomorrow because you're going on the street."
Yeah, he's street ready.
And he flipped out a little bit.
He's like, "Wait, what?
Wait, I can't.
You know how to get my gun back until the grand jury hearing?
He's like,
you won't need a gun."
It was funny. It's like this happening. I'm like, what the fuck, street? What's he doing?
Yeah.
Like I don't remember. And then when it happened, I remembered, but I didn't at the time.
Which was clever.
Yeah.
Very clever.
So now we're at the hearing for for McNulty.
The emergency hearing.
It's like Kramer versus Kramer, except it's McNulty versus McNulty.
Yeah.
McNulty shows up with Perlman. The ex-wife has the lawyers already talking as they cut to it.
Right. Just a bunch of. Basically, she's saying.
She found out about the front and follow
Right.
on Stringer, and she's flipping out.
Right. I feel like she has somewhat of a concern there. I mean,
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think he put his kids in harm.
right, he didn't, but
There's
she's
no reason to call an emergency hearing because of it.
Yeah, well, she's just trying to fuck him over.
Yeah, maybe ask him about it.
Right.
You can tell the judge is fucking annoyed.
Oh yeah, she was like, "Really?
Yeah.
This is an emergency junction or whatever the fuck it was called."
So basically, she makes him go talk.
Yeah.
And now we're back to jail
With
Levy Levitz.
Chandra Levy's wife, Chandra Levy's husband.
Levy.
Wait, what the fuck?
You all right over there?
No, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Levy's with Orlando. Basically, he's going to have him transfer the club and liquor license.
Yeah.
And Orlando's like surprised.
Yeah.
He's like, "What?
That's mine.
Huh?"
That's my place.
I mean, what a fucking idiot.
And then Avon won't pay for his bail.
Well, fuck.
No, I know, and he was like appalled by that.
Yeah, and he's like, and then,
What?
He goes, and then I'm not signing unless.
Which you might as well sign your death certificate.
He's like, I'm not signing unless he pays my bond. And then
He's like, "You really want me to tell him that?"
You want me to go back and tell him that? And then just hands him a pen.
Yeah.
And
he signed.
And then he signed like the little bitch he is.
And then I love what he told him after. He says, "You wanted to be in the game, right? Now you're in the game."
Yep. Yeah, that's a classic line.
Because like he's fucked.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, now you're in the game, bitch.
Wanted to be in it so bad, couldn't just take your little. I mean, I could only imagine that he was getting a good, like, I don't know, salary, a cut, whatever you want to call it. I could only imagine he was making good enough money.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure he wasn't.
I'm sure they were taking fine care of him.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he's not like he was getting fucked over.
The fucking bar was called Orlando's.
Exactly.
He just wasn't happy with this shit. It's bullshit.
Well, it's greed. You always want more. You always want more than what you have. Typical female trait, you know?
No.
No?
No. You've been burnt too many times. You gotta calm down a little bit.
No, but it is true. Yeah, people want what they can't have.
People do. I don't know that females do necessarily.
I know. It was just it was a little jab.
I got you. Yeah, you're always jabbing at the girls.
Always.
You're like...
Always.
You're very bitter.
Always.
You're a bitter man.
That's how I feel about them.
Yeah, I'm sure they love that.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're back in court. If I smell that, I'm throwing my pen at you.
I don't know if it's the...
And this is like outside, right? They're just talking?
Yeah, they're just outside on one of the little benches in the hall.
Basically, it comes out that she hired a detective to take pictures of Rhonda and McNulty while they were sleeping with each other.
And ask if Perlman knows about that.
And he says no.
Why would I tell her that?
Why would he tell her that?
Right.
She asks if they're still sleeping together, and he fucking lies and says no.
Yeah.
And he says, well, sometimes. He tells you he still loves her. He tells you he loves the
Which
kids.
I was like, what?
He still loves her.
I guess.
Fucking-
I don't love my ex-wife.
Fucking Rhonda has nothing to do with his love for his wife.
I guess. It makes sense. It just kind of caught me
I-
off guard because
you know,
I
it's
remember that. So,
I like his wife.
yeah. I don't know what. I think I was trying to write Elena right there,
Oh, yeah.
but it looks like Exana.
It does look like Exana.
Exana or something.
Exana Baul.
Yeah.
Um,
I was like, wow, okay.
But yeah, so then Minotti says, let's play nice for the judge. So he kind of won her over, which I get the...
He
I get
He
the,
definitely did.
I get the feeling he doesn't win a lot of those.
Well, and I feel like you're correct, and I also feel like with her, she's like one of the only ones that he can't talk his way out of.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, because with everyone else,
maybe in the beginning,
he's cool. Like, he can talk his way out of
not
it.
now.
Bribe
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And with her, it's like he can't win.
And everybody has that person that they can
Oh,
be
yeah.
at. Yeah. Now where do we go?
Back to the basement. We got Wallace watching TV, eating some Twizzlers.
Oh, good, because I would have totally skipped. I was trying to read the next one. I'm like, what the fuck does that say? Yeah, he's eating Twizzlers.
Daniels.
I wrote down red vines and then crossed it out and put
Yeah,
Twizzlers.
because they actually show the wrapper.
I saw the twat.
Yeah.
Unless he's eating twat.
And, well,
Okay.
I mean, that's an interesting looking twat. I've never seen one like that. I'd probably leave if I did. But yeah, and then Daniels
Wow.
asked him if he's hungry, and he's like, no.
Did you say he was watching Clay Davis?
I just put I just said TV.
Oh, yeah, he was.
But it was Clay Davis.
Clay Davis was giving a speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he says he's not hungry,
Yeah.
and he asked him how long he's been using or whatever, or what he was using.
And he said he kept a little while. That's not an answer.
Yeah.
And then he asked him if he's snorting or shooting.
Yeah.
He said snorting. He
So
said
you'll be all right.
in a couple days. But yeah, Daniel was worried he's going to throw up in his car because
Yeah.
he's just coming down.
No, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't look so hot.
No.
Yeah.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
He did not look too good.
So now we go out of just somewhere in the city. It's like by a fountain. I don't know what.
Yeah, it's just downtown Baltimore. I don't know.
In a populated place.
On purpose.
Yeah.
So no one can cause a scene.
First, it's just Stringer pacing.
Right.
Then Prop Joe shows up.
He's
And
a big man.
This is why. Remember the last episode? You were like, I like Prop Joe, and I'm like, this was an exact reason why I don't like Prop Joe.
Why?
Talked out of both sides of his mouth right away.
Okay.
I just don't like that. You don't have to be a fucking wishy-washy little bitch. Excuse me, big bitch.
Yeah, he's big bitch.
But so, like, Omar shows up. Prop Joe acts like they've never met, which I get.
It's because they're
Yeah.
being careful.
No, I get it. You can't say, oh yeah, I remember
What
you.
up, bro?
He's like, I gave you Avon's number, remember me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. But then he says, you ever steal from me, I'll kill your whole family.
Right.
No, you won't.
You don't know.
He knows who Omar is, and I'm pretty sure he steals from him later on, so I don't think he killed his whole family. Plus, I don't think Omar has a family. Well, his brother, but I think he's in jail.
And Brandon's dead.
That's in his family. That's in his
mean-
boyfriend. No, I don't know. Prop Joe seems very... He's almost like a bookie.
I get. Well, yeah, I see that. I get your point.
He's slimy. I don't know. I just don't... That's how he comes off as me.
So basically, he just does a real, okay, you're here on whatever, keep it on my word, come to a truce.
And then he leaves.
All right, I'm out.
Was he eating something, drinking something?
I think he had a drink in his hand.
So he leaves. Omar and Stringer start talking.
Yeah, they start talking and walking.
And then, like right away, he's like, truce, and he's like, for Avon? And he's like, just doesn't even acknowledge he says
Yeah.
Barksdale. He says Barksdale.
And he's like, I don't know this Barksdale
Well,
person
the
he's
first
speaking of.
the first time he just doesn't even
Right.
acknowledge it, and then he says, yeah, I don't know, but this guy, and
Which, how can he be that goddamn smart?
what do you mean? He's just not going to say his name. He just said he's going to build a wall around him. Now he's asking about saying that this.
No, I know, but, I mean, I don't know. I just took it as
I don't know. It is smart.
maybe I'm giving him more credit than he deserves, but
No, I think he's
I was
just being
just like-
careful. He's being careful.
because the way I almost I obviously didn't interpret that Stringer felt that he had a wire on him.
No, it was just in case.
Right.
Just in case. And even McNulty says that because him and Kima are in the car listening, and he like takes off the headphones. He's like, "How careful is Stringer Bell?"
Yeah.
And that's the thing. He doesn't know he has a wire.
Right. Well, I
But I wouldn't.
I feel like he probably would have tried to smoke his ass
And then
right there.
I mean, and that's the thing. Then Omar asked for $5,000 for his retirement.
5-10K.
Well, he said, okay, we're cool, but a man has to make a living. I'm still gonna fucking steal your shit,
Yeah.
which was hilarious. So then he's like, he can't be having that. So then they said they're gonna meet to give him $5,000 off.
Right.
Which is
Okay.
bullshit. Yeah. But I like the fact that he said it was for his retirement. So now we pull up to Grandma's house.
Yes. And
Wallace and Daniels,
yeah,
or McDaniels, excuse me.
It's a quick little scene.
Yeah, well, and he says he hasn't been there since he's 9.
Right. And then Daniel says, "When's the last time you've been here? Or when's the last time you've seen them?" He's like, "When I was 9."
Yeah. And then they get out, and Wallace goes,
What's
"What the
that?"
hell is that?"
Yeah, crickets.
He's never heard crickets before.
Oh, living in the city, I mean, I guess, maybe.
I've heard crickets.
Yeah, but in the pit. All them crickets probably dead from heroin. Or coke or whatever.
They got eaten by the rats.
Sure.
The
Well, that could be it too.
So now we're in Orlando.
Yes.
Stringer's telling Avon what happened. He's like with the 5 Gs.
And then Omar wants more money.
And Weebay's there. Then Chardine comes up with drinks.
Yeah.
And then they're still talking for a second,
Yeah.
and then Avon shuts it down.
He's like, no. And he's all nice to her, you know?
Yeah, okay,
Like,
baby.
you beautiful baby girl. I hope you're making them tips. I hope you're making that money.
And then she leaves, then tries to listen to the door.
Which was not a smart decision by her.
No, and then she hears like a little, and then she's like, "Oh," and goes
I gotta
back to-
go.
Yeah, she got scared quick.
Yeah, well, fuck. She's pretty ballsy. I'll give her that.
Yeah,
Because, I mean, if they would open that door,
she's also I think she wants to help out because they killed her.
I
friend.
think she wants Lester's D.
She wants to help out because they killed her friend too.
I know.
I mean, she's already going to get Lester's D.
I know.
Whether she helps out or not.
She won't it. She won't it.
So now we're at a bar.
Which is, yeah. There's where the quote's in, but I just...
You always have a scene where you're like, I just don't get why this was in here.
I
Is
mean,
this it? Is this
I
the
just
scene?
feel like
Is
it-
this the scene?
wasn't necessary.
Well, why was it necessary?
I don't know. Keelan's not even played a big part of role. Especially your dumb dyke-ass girlfriend.
Wait, what? I didn't hear what you said. She
She
doesn't play that big part of a role. What does that mean?
her dyke-ass girlfriend.
Oh, she's in it a lot now.
Which is dumb.
Why? Because you don't like her? It's dumb.
Yeah, I don't like dark chocolate.
You're fucking retarded. Like seriously.
No.
Like, do you ever have a decision where you like it makes sense?
No, it's just I don't know. I just felt like it really wasn't that necessary.
Don't get me wrong.
I feel like it was too long of a scene for what we got out of the scene. Like the quote's in there.
So you should have directed the scene. I think.
I'm just saying. I feel like it was pretty long. They were at that bar for quite a long time.
Shit, I wrote 4 lines. It wasn't that long.
Let's see. I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I wrote 5. Sorry.
7.
So you paid more attention to it than I did.
Because I thought there was going to be more shit in it.
They're just out. They're just showing them.
I know. They're just having fun, shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Fucking, and then
With their little.
they're all lesbians. Oh, well, except I think that one girl's not, right? The one that...
Why? Because her girlfriend wasn't there.
Well, I got the impression she wasn't, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I didn't.
But then that's where you get the quote, and then
So-
you drop the bracelets.
because she told the story. The girl that you said is not a lesbian. She asked her why or when she knew she's going
Right.
to become a cop.
And Charlie
So-
who? Did you catch the last name?
Charlie Hustle,
Charlie Hustle.
second baseman for the Cincinnati Reds.
Okay.
No, I didn't. It was some cop. I didn't write it down.
I wrote Charlie. I didn't catch the last name.
Yeah, I didn't. Someone she looked up to, and then
Oh, yeah. Clearly.
who didn't help her, just let her roll around with the bad guy, but then she got
Gave her the cuffs.
cuffs. Yeah.
That's
So
what
I
it's
think
all
it's
about.
showing the more human side of Kima instead of just the cop side.
And then you could tell her What's her girlfriend's name? Do you know?
No.
Okay. She didn't like her telling the story.
No, she doesn't want her to be a cop.
Right.
She thinks it's dangerous.
I mean, it kind of is.
A little bit.
We'll find out more later
But
about that.
I think that's... I mean...
I do. She seemed like hella pissed. Like,
But she was pissed.
I mean, I don't know how long they've been together, but you think you get over that shit. Like, that's what she does for a living. Like, I don't think she's just going to be like, oh, you don't want me to do it anymore?
She doesn't
I'm
want-
not going to do it anymore.
She doesn't... but she's been against it the whole time. And she stays against it.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you think at some point you would just be like, okay, accepting of it.
But I think she thinks...
Because she's never going to fucking just say,
I think she thinks she's better than
okay,
that.
I'm done.
I think she thinks she's better than that.
Yeah.
Like she...
But Kima's a good cop.
She wants her to be a lawyer or something. Yeah, she's not... Yeah,
You know?
totally. She's not
So-
taking Kima into an account.
Right.
But yeah, I didn't really have a problem with the scene. I didn't really care one way or the other. But like, I mean, whatever. It's showing. It's what they do in shows, you know. So now it shows the stash house. Pick on trash day.
Yeah.
So dude picks up the trash next to the stash house, then steps behind the trash,
Yep.
and then Sidner and Perez dressed up in the get up, pick up the stash house
Trash man, yeah.
Which was
Very clever.
That was cool. Yeah.
And they're just right on the other side, like,
Like, no big deal.
whee!
And then they take it back and take pictures and go through it. That would be a little gross.
It would be kind of gross, but they look like they got a lot of shit in there.
Yeah, I didn't really notice.
I caught some pills and
Oh, really? I didn't really notice much.
pills sprawled out on the table. But yeah, I clearly and one of them says that they got enough to.
To get a warrant, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Kima says, "Why would we do that?
We can get them anytime we
We
want.
can just watch the drug dealers walking in
Yeah.
and just catch them as they come or whatever, you know."
Yeah. And then dude shows up from state police.
Nico Parkham,
That's his real name?
that's his name in the show.
Is it?
I thought so.
I thought that was his real name.
Maybe that might be his real name.
I think that's his real name.
I could be. You could be right.
Because I thought his name was Wiggins. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Troy
his-
Wiggins.
Yeah, because
You're right.
otherwise we're going to have to start calling Weebay Hassan.
You're right.
That's
Troy Wiggins.
right.
I was wondering why you said Wiggins earlier. I'm like, who the fuck? What's he talking about?
That's
I'm
hilarious.
like, who the fuck is Wiggins?
That's hilarious.
Oh, Jesus. That's funny.
But I liked him too. He was cool.
Yeah, he just had that vibe, like
Kima knew him.
gangster vibe, and she seemed to really like
Now I don't know if I
get
bought,
along with
I don't
him.
know if I bought the story that they used to.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it was cool.
He's an Ant-Man.
Oh, is he? I don't remember him.
It
in
says.
anything. I liked Ant-Man. That was a good movie. But yeah, he and then she says that's when she turned after she had him,
Yeah,
which was pretty funny.
I think it was a bullshit, but who knows?
Yeah. I kind of took it as
Because she said, he said that I had the best of her,
yeah,
and then she said, "Shit, you're the reason that made me turn."
yeah,
Maybe they did get together.
maybe they seemed too friendly to have gotten
Like
together
they were
before.
like really vibing. Like,
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
And then so then he tells him about Orlando.
yeah. Wendell.
Yeah.
And McNulty's like, "Could that be a Wendell O. Clarkson or something?"
Right.
And he's like, "You're on it. You're on it.
You on it?
You own it. You own it. You own it." Sorry, a little carried away. That's your musical action for the
That'll
for the
be
pod.
that for the next episodes.
Yeah.
From now on,
That could be our intro.
You own it. Oh my god.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That's gravy.
So, in the next scene, as we get off it, Lester meets with Chardine.
Yep.
It looked like maybe for lunch. I thought it was breakfast, but then I saw a sandwich.
Yeah.
Thought it
Could
was-
have a breakfast sandwich though.
yeah, well, it didn't look like a breakfast sandwich.
No.
I didn't see no eggs.
Some people are like,
And basically, she's blind as a bat.
yeah, you can't tell by those glasses she wears.
I actually compared her to Thelma from Scooby Doo.
Okay,
And she's like, I
That's-
can't see without my glasses.
clearly. And then Lester gives some little corny ass joke.
Yeah.
You don't wear those when you're dancing, do you, sweetie?
It wasn't that corny. I think he's saying you would starve if you wore those while you're glassing,
Glassing.
dancing.
Why you glassing? If you
Oh
wore
my
those while you're glassing.
We can't talk for shit.
That was funny. But yeah, he's like showing her some pictures of Weebay and all them.
Yeah, who was in the room when they were
Yeah.
talking? Yeah. So then now I don't know where we're at. Somewhere in some kind of fucking
Little
conference room.
Yeah.
Perlman, Daniels, McNulty, Kima. I should have you say it so you can call him McDaniels one more time.
I'm sure we'll do that. I'm sure it'll happen.
They're discussing what kind of deal to give Orlando.
Right.
But they don't really need him, is what Kima and McNulty are trying to say. And Daniels is just kind of like sitting there,
Yeah.
like along for the ride kind of a thing.
Well, he probably just wants to stay out of it. Because he probably feels like no matter what he does, Burrell's going to try to shut it
Yeah,
down.
but he is kind of in charge. So
Well,
he
yeah, I
needs to
know.
make it, but
he's probably at this point like, fuck, I'd rather not make the decision because it's just going to get shut down anyways.
well, and then coincidentally, he gets a call from Burrell in the middle of
in
it.
the middle of it. So I that's what I took off of it, was that he just was like, whatever, I'm not fucking making the decision, you make it. At least if it gets shut down, I know it wasn't my decision.
Yeah. And then Kima gets a page from Bubs,
Yep.
then just goes and sees him right away.
Yeah. And she's like, shit, Bubbles, you had me drive all the way across town.
He's been clean for 3 days.
She actually noticed.
Yeah, and she's like, "What the fuck can I do with a clean informant?"
I wrote that down too.
That was pretty funny. So she basically says she's going to help him. She has something to do tonight. So
Yeah.
apparently that's when they decided.
That's it right there,
I guess.
And
She's got something to do tonight.
she said I can get everything I need for a couple $100.
She's like,
And she's like, I got you.
I got you. Page me tomorrow.
But he was stressing
And he's like, tomorrow.
because I don't think he thought he could make it through the night.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't think he wanted to say that.
And then, and she knew that though, but she just couldn't do it. Like she
Right.
needed, and so then she's like, I got you. So now we're in Burrell's office. Forrester's talking to Burrell about Orlando.
Valtrex is in there too.
Valtrex was not in there.
Not in this one?
Valchek? That was Forrester.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I thought that was Valchek.
no.
Huh.
No, because that's Daniel's boss. That guy. That guy's sad because like he gets cancer in the show in real life,
Oh yeah.
and in the show you can actually see like his head get a
Ugh.
little. Like
Smaller?
we'll bring it up. Yeah, he gets real sick. But I mean, it's not like he has a big part. But like I always feel bad for that guy.
He died in 2005.
There you go.
Yep.
Considering this is 2002.
3 days after Christmas.
And Daniel says, I mean, this guy is not going to give you Avon, is what he's telling them.
Right.
They don't seem to be buying it.
Well, I think
Buy bus.
Forrester was kind
Buy
of
bus is what we do, Lieutenant, is what he fucking said. Something.
Forrester was kind of like,
He's like, oh, I don't know. That's what
Like-
he wants. Hup. Well, because he's not. He's in charge. He's in charge of Daniels, but he has to answer to Burrell. But he's not in charge of this shindig he's doing over here. So he's just
Right.
like, what? Fuck ever. I don't care. I want out of it. He didn't want anything to do with it.
no.
Which is the problem with the whole thing. Giving a fuck when it's not your turn to give a fuck.
Basically.
What was that?
Basically,
Oh, okay.
Burrell's not happy.
Basically.
Basically.
So then, now we're at the bus station.
Yes, with
McNulty's seeing Nomar off to New York.
because the parlay was bogus.
He doesn't believe in the truth, and that's why he asked for the money, he
Right.
said. And then McNulty gives him some traveling money.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny, because, I could probably go around the way and get some money. I just
Yeah, I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah. He can barely even smoke, because his arms are
Right.
out. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just thought it was cool. I mean, obviously. And then Omar with, like, the black handshake did the little, like, I don't know, I said black handshake, but it was like the,
I didn't see that.
No?
I probably read into
like he was just like, the whole, and then, like, where they,
You mean McNulty?
yeah.
Oh, you said Omar.
Well, okay. McNulty and Omar.
Okay, well,
With the handshake, like,
I might imagine that.
kind
Omar.
of surprised that he knew the handshake.
Yeah, maybe that's how they.
Probably because he hangs out with Bunk,
Oh, there you go. He's teaching math. They like go to bars. Now here's how you shake.
Yeah.
And they're not talking about their wieners.
It just kind of, I was like, wow, okay, cool.
I didn't even notice it. Between that bar stool and the shake, I missed a lot this episode. That was a joke. You're like, what?
Yeah. No, I got you.
I know.
I just didn't feel like there was anything I could say to that
That's all
that
right.
would bring relevance.
That's all right. All right, so now we're in Homicide, right? Or somewhere. about
Orlando
that?
with Daniels and the crew. Yeah,
I put everyone.
I just put their Orlando with Daniels and the
We're
entire
talking
crew.
about what they're going to go down.
They have $30K in buy money, courtesy of the DEA.
We want that back for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why they'd want that back.
I said, yeah, this is my career. Okay, well then don't give me the fucking money.
Sounds like a dick. Like, I mean, he came off as a dick.
Well, yeah.
And Kima looks terrible as like a dressed up pretty woman.
As a hooker?
I was like, oh my god. It's just, you're not used to seeing her in makeup and lipstick and all that shit. But yeah, and then one thing, and then Perlman says that Orlando must fully cooperate for this plea or whatever. And then I wrote down that McNulty has a nervous look on his face as they disperse.
Which I think he...
Like, he looked sick to me.
But he discusses that in the next episode, if I remember, because it made like a thing with me, is like he wants to do all this stuff, but like he can't go out and be undercover because he's white.
Right.
So he does all this shit, and then he can't risk his life for this
Right.
shit. So yeah.
But yeah, for whatever reason that caught my attention. I was like, man, he looks like he's getting ready to puke.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, he definitely had some anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last scene was fucking intense.
Yeah. So now it shows Bubs, and I just put Bubs is having a hard time.
Yeah, he's on the same bench, surrounded by drug dealers. There's some fucking... Well, Bubs gets up and starts walking away, and then you hear some guy yelling, "Death row!
Yeah.
Death row!" And then doesn't show Bubs taking anything. Looks like he resisted the urge and just kind of continues on his way.
And then...
And now here's the final scene.
So Orlando pulls up in his green Lincoln.
Yes, they're at the liquor store picking up Savino.
Savino. I almost said Stinkum. Right away, they're going north. Kima drops a little hint, says to pick her up some cigarettes.
And Savino cranks up the radio.
Yeah, loud.
Loud.
Good move. See, that's the thing. They're all careful.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, it's just... They're just fucking drug dealers. Like, it's cool for the show, yes. But for fuck's sake, like, he's just a fucking drug dealer. I mean, I don't know. It just, to me, they wouldn't seem to be that goddamn smart. But...
Oh, see, I think you're missing it. I think. Because this motherfucker just got out of jail. Carver already said it in the last scene. He just got jail. Aren't they going to know he's snitching?
Right.
They don't trust him.
Well, yeah, clearly.
So you get in a car and some chick you've never met.
Yeah.
You're going to let her talk and tell you where you're going? Where they're going to the secret meet?
True.
Look, I don't think it's that smart. I think it's almost common sense.
I guess.
I mean, that's how I see it.
I would have just told her to get the fuck out of the car. That's how I would have handled it.
Really? So you go from they're too smart to take the girl in the back out of the car. That's where you just went with that.
I mean, if I'm Savino and he's picking me up and I get in and there's a girl there
Well, you want his money.
that I wasn't expecting,
It's half her
it
money.
would throw me off a little bit.
And it did. So he makes sure she's not
Yeah.
doing shit. I mean, I'm with you, but I mean, you know.
To me, it was just like, wow, okay, like, fuck. First stringer's not saying anything, acknowledging that they're meeting for Avon.
Do you remember they didn't even know, except for McNulty, that they this little fucking whole thing existed like months ago? Because I mean, so it's not they're not stupid. That's
No,
the whole
I know,
point.
but it's just they really do cover their ass pretty fucking good.
These aren't the meth heads down the street.
I know.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm
No,
saying.
yeah, I get it. It was like, wow, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's just how I feel. And plus, yeah, it makes for a way better show.
No, yeah, definitely.
I don't want him to get in there and go, hey, we're going up north and getting some cigarettes. He's like, what? Oh, yeah, let's turn left on 51st. You know what I mean? Like, that would be stupid.
No, I get it.
We wouldn't be watching. We would be doing
I get
this.
And so, yeah, so they're cruising. He cranks up the fucking radio. And she tries talking again.
And they can't hear shit.
And he
That's-
turns it up even more.
And then, so they're going wherever they're going. Carver and Sidner are in one car. Fucking Daniels and McNulty are in another. But they don't know where they're at.
Right.
That's not a good situation.
No, and it's dark. It's nighttime.
Yeah.
And then you find out that the hoppers turn the fucking street signs to fuck with the cops, to throw them off.
Now that, I didn't like that. They park, and she's like, we're on this, but it says, she goes, I feel like if you knew, like if I drove down this street, and it said, like, 35th Avenue, I'd be like, who the fuck changed this sign? Like, that's what she was doing? So Orlando, instead of telling her where they're at, says, yeah, hoppers be doing that.
Yeah.
Because he knows.
You think?
I think he's just, yeah, I mean, no, I agree.
I did not think he knew.
No, I'm not saying like he knew they flipped. I think he, like, sure, but he's just talking out of his ass, kind of. Like, sure, they do that, but he doesn't know, like, even where they're at either, is what I got.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. He's such a dipshit.
Well, you don't have to worry about him.
Well, so he's acting like, oh, yeah, we're okay. And then she kept saying, does this feel right to you?
Yeah.
Does this feel right to you? And he's like, yeah, man, drive us way the hell out of here if they don't come back soon. And I'm
And
like...
then she's like, what was that?
Yeah, so then she
You see somebody fucking...
and they show her reaching,
Yeah.
like, for the gun.
Oh, and you saw a shadow on, like, the block wall
Yeah.
from a distance. And
then it's pop, pop, pop. And then she says...
it says something about, you snitching ass motherfucker.
Did they...
Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
As they roll up on him, they're like, something like, you snitching ass motherfucker. Or something like that.
And then...
And then they just fucking unload on him.
Unload on him, and
And they're just shooting fucking fish in a barrel. I mean, they're sitting in a fucking car.
Yeah.
A parked car right in front of them.
Yeah, and then Kima says...
Kind of hard to miss.
Kima says something, and then it's pop, pop, pop.
And I think she was like screaming, shots fired or something.
Yeah.
And then all hell breaks loose. They're fucking screaming on the radios. Fucking. Well, I guess Kima relayed to them where they were at, and Daniels was like, oh, that's about 8 blocks away.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not too far, I guess. That's like here, what, 7th Ave?
Yeah, it's a mile.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, so I mean, it's not too far, but not too close either.
But the just general vicinity, that's all they know.
Yeah.
They don't know, like, her pinpoint exact location.
No, they needed some GPS up in
Yeah,
that
no
motherfucker.
shit. Fuck. They should redo The Wire and do it in new times.
Could you imagine they're using... Wow, what's this pager thing they're using?
Yeah. But, and then...
So they have to call in a helicopter.
They got that shit up quick.
Well, I mean, it usually doesn't take too long.
Especially if they've got a cop that's been shot and they
and
don't know where they're at.
And everybody's already driving in the area.
Yeah.
So
and then
they finally find her. And McNulty pulls her out of the car.
Yep.
Daniels is screaming.
And, well, Carver was, like, pissed.
Carver's losing it.
Like, he was, like, beyond himself.
He's kicking shit.
Pissed.
And then Sidner's all sad.
Yeah. It was just funny how... Not funny, but it was interesting.
How they
Interesting how they all differently reacted to it. Like I feel like they showed right there that, like, everyone reacts differently to, like, a tragedy.
Yeah.
Because, you know, McNulty is like, oh, fuck, let me get her. I'm going to help her. Carver's fucking losing his shit. McDaniels is just screaming mad. And Sidney looks like he wants to fucking drink a 40 and smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know, so...
I think Sidner just assumes she's dead.
Well, yeah. I'm not going to lie. I had to Google it.
What?
I thought she was dead. I didn't remember, so I Googled it.
You don't remember if she lived?
No.
Well, no wonder you didn't remember Marvin Browning. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I had a feeling, because I was like, wait, I swear she's in, like, season 3 or 4.
She's in the
And
rest
then I
of
was
the show.
like, maybe she's not.
So did you read that thing you sent me last night?
That was after I finished.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I found that as I was Googling.
Okay. That makes sense then.
Yeah.
So,
Because I was like, is she dead?
So that's where it ends. Her on the floor, bloody.
Yeah.
McNulty giving her mouth to mouth. Daniel's asking for backup and an ambulance. God knows what Daniel's is saying because it's you can't hear
Chaos.
it. Yeah. And then I don't remember what I was doing. I left my HBO on, and it started the next episode.
Oh.
And I was like, it's just right there, like
Right, picks up right where it leaves off.
pretty much. Not like
Right.
a second, but yeah. So, but yeah, very good episode. And
love it.
what you sent me yesterday was that originally
She was supposed to die right
she was
there.
going to die, and then I read that HBO went to the creators and said, "Please don't kill her off,"
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. I mean, she probably
Yeah.
liked that shit.
I'm sure she made a little bit more cheddar.
Yeah.
Which and Omar wasn't happy about it. I thought that, I mean, it wasn't a long article, but I thought it was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Because, he wasn't happy that in the second season
They're
they
going
go
to the
to
docks?
the docks.
Yeah, well, why would
He's
they?
like, we make this show fun. We get this show hot, and then they move off of the black people and go to the docks and give it to white people.
Yeah, I felt the same fucking way.
So, well, because, I mean, when you told me about the show,
I warned you.
yeah, but I still was in shock,
Yeah, and
I don't want to watch the fucking docs. I want more of the fucking gangster shit.
Yeah, which it gets there.
Well, I mean, and it turns out to be fine.
Yeah.
But, I mean, because 3 and 4, they're about the
Yeah, well,
gangster shit. 5 kind of is too.
a little bit. Yeah,
But there's
I mean, it's
politics in 5.
there's politics in 3, and then 4 is school.
What's 3? Yeah. What's 3 again?
Carcetti's.
Oh, 3 is Carcetti?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he's the mayor, I think, in 4, and then in 5, it's more of the newspaper shit.
Yeah. Baltimore Sun or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, very good episode.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
I didn't remember Omar leaving this quick. I mean, I know I know he comes back.
What I thought was funny too, we didn't say it, was that McNulty tells him to stay free.
Because he needs him for the court date.
Yeah.
I remember Bunk hassling him to get a hold of him because they're going to court.
Yeah.
Because it's Bunk's case.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's
Episode 10, The Cost. Another breakdown of an episode that we enjoyed.
yeah.
So what? Or do you want to talk about this idea over the podcast, or you want to talk about it off for your top 10?
Top 10. Oh, so let's do it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very well.
We can do it off.
All right. So this is a conclusion to Talking TV with Nick and Josh, episode 10, The Cost.
The next one is called The Hunt.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I wonder who they're hunting.
I don't know.
Cinderella?
I don't think so.
Marty McFly?
Okay, you're losing me quickly.
I don't know. Okay, like us on Facebook, Twitter, therealplika.com,
Spreaker, iTunes.
Spreaker,
Rate us.
iTunes. Who?
Rate us.
Rate us, review, subscribe, share this shit, tell all your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your cousins, your nephews, your aunts, uncles,
Okay.
girlfriends. Just spread the word, get it out there. We love doing it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as we do. We appreciate it. And for everyone that does listen, thank you very much. This is Talking TV with Nick and Josh. I'm Josh.
I'm Nick.
Signing off until next week. Peace.